Okay. So multiple message. So this is the concept of multiplexer and demultiplexer. Okay. So multiple signals, they are combined and transmitted along a single channel. That is concept of multiplexer. So this is time division multiplexer. Multiple signals are combined here along a multiplexer. Then it is transmitted through the channel, and then again at the demultiplexer part, they are separated. That is the usual concept of multiplexing. So there are various advantages of this multiplexing method. So the advantages are the bandwidth utilization is more. Again, cost of the system is means design cost of the system, it is reduced. Like that we have seen all these points in detail in this multiplexing. Okay, so I will just show you. Now already in your study material all the things are there. तुमच्या आता सेकंड सेमिस्टरच्या स्टडी मटेरियल शीट मध्ये फर्स्ट सेमिस्टरचे सुद्धा आहे स्टडी मटेरियल लिंक. Okay, so I will just show you that TDM points so that you will have idea about that. So this is of PDC. Then if you see for this analog communication, okay, so I will just repeat that point of multiplexing, time division multiplexing. Multiple signals we are combining and transmitting along a single channel. That is the concept of this multiplexer. आणि टाइम डिव्हिजन मल्टिप्लेक्सिंग मध्ये काय होतं, डिफरंट चॅनल्स आर अलॉटेड विथ द डिफरंट टाइम स्लॉट्स अँड इन दॅट स्पेसिफिक टाइम स्लॉट्स the information it is transmitted. That is the concept of this time division multiplexing. So we have seen the different advantages, disadvantages. What is the another method used for multiplexing? Which two methods we have seen of multiplexing in analog communication?
Frequency division multiplexing.
Yes, frequency division multiplexing. फ्रिक्वेन्सी डिव्हिजन मल्टिप्लेक्सिंग मध्ये वेगवेगळे फ्रिक्वेन्सी स्लॉट त्या चॅनलला अलॉट केलेले असतात and then through that we are transmitting the information. Okay, so these are the two types used in multiplexing. But if you see for this PCM application, we are using the time division multiplexer. Okay, whereas frequency division multiplexing is also possible, but this time division multiplexing it is used for the PCM application. And when we apply the time division multiplexing technique for PCM, then that particular application it is known as the TDM PCM telephone application. Okay, so if you see this, I will just revise that FDM and TDM. Because in TDM at a time we can transmit the multiple signals parallel होतं आणि FDM मध्ये काय होतं ते सिरीज मध्ये मेसेजचं ट्रान्समिशन होतं. ओके, सो जस्ट अ मिनिट. Okay, so this is the basic concept of multiplexing, demultiplexing. I will just revise that. See, multiplexer, demultiplexer. Then for time division multiplexing, signals at a time we can transmit the multiple signals by combining and transmitting along a single channel. Okay, so this is the diagram of the so these are the advantages of multiplexing: to reduce the number of electrical connections, to increase the utilization of bandwidth. Then in time division multiplexing and frequency division multiplexing, these are mostly used in the electrical system. And time division multiplexing मध्ये काय होतं, users are allowed the users are allowed to use the total available bandwidth in the time sharing basis. Okay, so see here A, B, C, D. So if 4 signals are there, त्या प्रत्येक सिग्नल साठी वेगवेगळा टाइम स्लॉट अलॉट केलेला असतो. And in that particular time slot we can transmit the multiple signals at a time. Okay, so that is the concept of this time division multiplexing, A, B, C, D. So parallel transmission होतं time division multiplexing मध्ये. whereas in serial one after another. FDM मध्ये काय होतं, when one message it is transmitted, after that the another signal it is transmitted. Okay, and if you remember the comparison, this time division multiplexing it is mostly used in this digital communication. Okay, so here we are going to see that this time division multiplexing is used for multiplexing of PCM signals. Okay, so that is the concept of this time division multiplexing. So this point I have repeated. Now we will see now the actually diagram of this. Now we will see actually the diagram of this TDM PCM system. Okay. आपण जो रेग्युलर टीडीएम बघितला अॅनालॉग कम्युनिकेशन मध्ये, त्याच्यात काय होतं, मल्टिपल सिग्नल्स आर ट्रान्समिटेड in the different time slots, but those are which type of signals? Those are the analog signal. And इथं TDM PCM system मध्ये काय होतं, जे काही टाइम डिव्हिजन मल्टिप्लेक्सिंग करून आपण सिग्नल ट्रान्समिट करतो ते कुठल्या फॉर्म मध्ये असणार आहे? इन केस ऑफ दिस TDM PCM सिस्टीम कुठल्या सिग्नल्सचं मल्टिप्लेक्सिंग करणार आपण? एनालॉग सिग्नलचं का डिजिटल सिग्नलचं? TDM PCM मध्ये
डिजिटल.
डिजिटल म्हणजे आपल्याला येस पल्स कोड मॉड्युलेशन एखाद्या सिग्नलचं करून जे काही पीसीएम चे बिट्स मिळतात इक्विव्हॅलेंट, म्हणजे ही रेग्युलर प्रोसेस होणार सगळी पीसीएम ची. ओके, सो वी हॅव सीन द ब्लॉक डायग्राम ऑफ पीसीएम सिस्टीम. व्हॉट एव्हर इज दिस प्रोसेस, ओरिजिनल सिग्नल, लो पास फिल्टर, ओरिजिनल सिग्नल, सॅम्पलर, क्वांटायझर, पॅरलल टू सिरीज कन्व्हर्टर, एन्कोडर, ह्या सगळ्या प्रोसेसनी एनालॉग सिग्नलचं पल्स कोड मॉड्युलेशन मध्ये कन्व्हर्जन होतं. पण नंतर समजा 7-8 सिग्नल असतील पल्स कोड मॉड्युलेटेड सिग्नल, तर ते ट्रान्समिट करताना 8 सिग्नल सेपरेट ट्रान्समिट करण्याच्या ऐवजी काय करतो आपण, वी आर मेकिंग इट्स टाइम डिव्हिजन मल्टिप्लेक्सिंग, अँड बाय युजिंग द टाइम डिव्हिजन मल्टिप्लेक्सिंग टेक्निक we are transmitting that PCM signals. Okay, so this is the basic concept of this TDM PCM telephone system. So same it is given here. आता इथं जो बेसिकली x1 of t, x2 of t, x3 of t आहेत, these signals are the analog signals. These are not PCM signals. These are the analog signal. Then these analog signals are transmitted through low pass filter, आणि नंतर ह्या x1 of t, x2 of t ह्या सगळ्या अॅनालॉग सिग्नलचं काय होतं, इक्विव्हॅलेंट पीसीएम सिग्नल मध्ये कन्व्हर्जन होतं. So the first step here you have to understand that these analog signals are converted into equivalent form of PCM signal. आणि नंतर जे काही आपल्याला पीसीएम सिग्नल मिळतील, सपोज आपण त्याला P1 P2 म्हणलं, इथं जर सपोज 10 असतील तर P1 P2 अप टू P10 हे पीसीएम चे सिग्नल ट्रान्समिट करताना, फॉर दॅट पीसीएम सिग्नल ट्रान्समिटर वी आर युजिंग द टाइम डिव्हिजन मल्टिप्लेक्सिंग मेथड. Okay, so that is the concept. So I will show you one more diagram for this TDM, which will make your concept more clear. See here. What is done with the time division multiplexing? Transmission with multiple sources occur on same facility but not at the same time. Transmission of various sources are interrelated in time domain. So see here what is done. आता ह्या ज्या आपल्या नोट्स आहेत, I will just show you this diagram. This is x1 of t. This is analog signal. x1 of t, x2 of t, x3 of t. These are the analog signal. मग हे analog signal वर कशी प्रोसेस होते बघा. This is analog signal. It is having the frequency at 0 to 4 kilohertz. So first this analog signal, it is given to the sample and hold circuit. त्याच्या थ्रू त्याचं PAM मध्ये कन्वर्जन होतं. Then through ADC converter. So this block is nothing but this is our PCM transmitter. मग analog सिग्नलचं पहिल्यांदा PCM मध्ये कन्वर्जन होतं. असे समजा 8-10 एनालॉग सिग्नल असतील तर सगळ्या सिग्नलचे इक्विव्हॅलेंट पीसीएम सिग्नल मिळणार आपल्याला, आणि त्याचे जे रिझल्टंट पीसीएम सिग्नल मिळणार आहेत. सपोज इथं बघा, इथं हा पहिला एनालॉग सिग्नल आहे, याचं पीसीएम मध्ये कन्वर्जन to transmit through a सिग्नल लाईक दॅट. जे काही पीसीएम सिग्नल आपल्याला आउटपुटला मिळालेले आहेत त्या पीसीएम सिग्नलला आपण वेगवेगळे टाइम स्लॉट प्रोव्हाइड करून त्याचं accordingly we are transmitting. So this is done in this transmitter part. So if you see this diagram, this is analog signal, it is transmitted through low pass filter, and हे channelization channel and PCM message हे जे लिहिलेलं आहे, so that is nothing but here all that signals are converted in the form of this PCM signal. Otherwise, instead of referring this diagram, or you can refer this diagram, this particular diagram also as a notes for this TDM PCM system. Okay, so I will put the same link in your study material for this particular point. So here all the concepts are clearly explained. That first काय होतं, analog signal आपण TDM ला देतो काय as it is सांगा मला, concept लक्षात घ्या इथं. analog signal देतो का आपण इथं time division multiplexer ला. काय प्रोसेस होती सांगा इथं मला मीनाक्षी, कॅन यू टेल दॅट प्रोसेस और स्वाती.
येस
काय
मॅम,
मॅडम?
तुमचा आवाज ब्रेक होते, काही समजत नाही.
ब्रेक होत आहे. आय हॅव टोल्ड यू नो. ओके, नाउ यू कॅन चेक. Yes, is it audible properly?
Yes, ma'am.
Now is it audible, Meenakshi?
येस मॅम, ऑडिबल.
Okay, so up till now whatever I explained, it was not properly audible. Was it audible, Sagar?
Yes, ma'am, but sometime it breaks.
Then you should have told immediately, no? Okay, so just I will quickly repeat. TDM PCM सिस्टीम बघतोय आपण इथं. म्हणजे जे काही आपल्याला पीसीएम सिग्नल ट्रान्समिट करायचे ते ट्रान्समिट करताना आपण कुठलं मल्टिप्लेक्सिंग यूज करणार आहे तिथं, टाइम डिव्हिजन मल्टिप्लेक्सिंग. So as I told you, instead of referring this diagram from notes, both are actually having the same concept. If you draw both are correct, but here it is in detail explained. So what is given here, suppose this is first analog signal. मग हा पहिला analog signal, let us say this is A. Then this analog signal first we have to convert in the form of PCM. म्हणजे हा analog signal मल्टिप्लेक्सरला द्यायच्या आधी आपल्याला काय करावं लागेल, त्या analog signalचं कुठल्या फॉर्म मध्ये कन्वर्जन करावं लागेल आपल्याला सांगा मला. TDM मल्टिप्लेक्सरला द्यायच्या आधी कशामध्ये कन्वर्ट करावं लागेल तो analog signal?
पल्स मध्ये.
Yes. So whatever is this diagram, it is nothing but the process to convert this analog signal in the form of PCM. Anti-aliasing filter म्हणजे काय? That is just one more filter used to remove the errors. नंतर sample and hold circuit वापरून ह्याचं PAM मध्ये कन्वर्जन केलं. PAM नंतर analog to digital converter, that is nothing but our coding block, encoder. Then it is given to the parallel to serial converter. And then इथं काय टाइम डिव्हिजन मल्टिप्लेक्सरला काय इनपुट मिळेल, जे काय आपले हे अॅनालॉग सिग्नलचे इक्विव्हॅलेंट बिट्स आले असतील, दॅट बिट्स विल बी गिवन ॲज अ इनपुट टू दिस टीडीएम मल्टिप्लेक्सर. हा पहिला पीसीएम सिग्नल आला इथं. तसंच सिमिलरली दुसऱ्या अॅनालॉग सिग्नलचं आपण बिट्स मध्ये कन्वर्जन केलं. दॅट अॅनालॉग सिग्नल्स वी हॅव गिवन टू दिस सेकंड अॅनालॉग सिग्नल वी हॅव गिवन टू द सेम मल्टिप्लेक्सर. तसंच आता इथं ह्या डायग्राम मध्ये जर बघितलं तुम्ही तर किती अॅनालॉग सिग्नल आहेत. फॉर एक्झाम्पल x1, x2, x3 up to xn of t. Whatever number of analog signals are there, all analog signals will be converted first in the form of PCM signal. आणि ते जे PCM signal मिळालेले आहेत आपल्याला ते आपण कुठे देतोय? That PCM signal we are giving to this time division multiplexer. आणि हा जो टाइम डिव्हिजन मल्टिप्लेक्सिंग अप्रोच यूज करून आपण PCM सिग्नल ट्रान्समिट करतो ह्या सगळ्याचे, त्या अप्रोचला काय म्हणतात? दिस इज कॉल्ड ॲज द TDM PCM सिस्टीम. आता इथं दोनच सिग्नल यूज केलेत, दॅट्स वाय इट इज कॉल्ड ॲज द टू चॅनल. ओके, that is called as the two channel TDM PCM system. But usually if you see, there are total 24 users, or we can say there are usually 24 channels in this TDM PCM system. You got the basic working principle of this TDM PCM system. काय होतं बेसिक वर्किंग ह्याच्यामध्ये लक्षात आलंय तुमच्या? Yes, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Now,
ma'am.
okay, so see here the same diagram it is given or same explanation. दोन चॅनल इथं दिलेले, त्यामुळे इथे ह्याला म्हणलेले टू चॅनल. So here in this diagram if you see, whatever are these analog signals are there, first those are converted in the equivalent PCM forms, then those are combined through this TDM multiplexer, and then again at the receiver side they will be demultiplexed and that original signals will be recovered. Okay, so this is the basic working principle. But this theoretical information तुम्हाला याच्या description मध्ये बघा. Multiplexing is a process in which number of signals are transmitted over a single channel. It is type of multiplexing in which total time is divided into n number of users. आता इथं n number of users, तर generally TDM PCM system मध्ये n is equal to, we are considering that this n is equal to 24. किती users consider? आता ह्याच्यावरती बेस्ड आपल्याला न्यूमरिकल सुद्धा सॉल्व करायचे. So you remember that usually whatever number of users are there in this TDM PCM system, that number of users are equal to 24. Remember that generally TDM PCM system is using the number of users are equal to 24. So n number of users are connected to the commutator and decommutator with the help of the synchronization. In TDM PCM system, standard sampling rate is used of 8,000 samples per second. आता sampling process का required असते PCM मध्ये? Because without sampling we cannot convert the regular signal in the form of this discrete signal. So whatever is this sampling rate basically used in TDM system, that is standard value किती असते generally त्याची? 8,000 samples per second. So fs म्हणजे sampling frequency किती आली त्याची? 8,000 hertz. Okay, so if sampling frequency is 8,000 hertz, याचा अर्थ बघा ह्या स्टेटमेंटचा अजून एकदा मी सांगते तुम्हाला. PCM मध्ये आपल्याला सॅम्पलिंग करावं लागतं. फर्स्ट ब्लॉक इन द ब्लॉक डायग्राम ऑफ PCM it is sampling. So why that sampler block is required in PCM transmitter? Analog signal आपण पहिल्यांदा कुठे देतो? Analog signal we are giving to the sampler block. So why this sampler block is required in PCM transmitter? काय होतं त्या ब्लॉक मधून, सॅम्पलर मधून?
Continuous signal is converted into digital.
Yes. First, that not exactly digital, but continuous signal is converted in the form of discrete signal. Whatever you have said, that is correct, but the proper word it is discrete signal. So first, that analog signal is converted in the form of discrete signal. त्या प्रोसेसला आपण म्हणतो सॅम्पलिंग. मग त्या सॅम्पलिंग रेटचं काय स्पेसिफिकेशन असतं TDM PCM मध्ये? In TDM PCM system, standard sampling rate is used of 8000 samples per second. म्हणजे sampling frequency जी आहे, that sampling frequency is given as 8000. So time interval is given as TS is equal to 1 divided by FS. सॅम्पलिंग रेट 8000 सॅम्पल्स पर सेकंद आहे, म्हणजेच काय, एका सेकंदला 8000 सॅम्पल तिथं प्रोड्यूस होतात. सो दॅट इज नथिंग बट फ्रिक्वेन्सी. याची फ्रिक्वेन्सी किती आहे म्हणू शकतो ह्या TDM PCM ची आपण. ओके, सो आय विल जस्ट राईट हिअर सो दॅट यू विल अंडरस्टँड. जस्ट अ मिनिट. See, that is the mathematical part in this TDM PCM system. First thing what we have seen, that in TDM PCM system what happens, पहिल्यांदा एनालॉग सिग्नलचं PCM फॉर्म मध्ये कन्वर्जन होतं आणि नंतर तो PCM सिग्नल ट्रान्समिट करण्यासाठी which technique we are using? We are using the time division multiplexing technique. Then another thing we have seen, that number of users or number of time interval available. How many number of users or time intervals are available in this TDM PCM system? Just now I have told that number.
24.
So n is equal to 24. And one more thing that we have seen, that it is having 8000 samples per second. So what was that count? 8000 or 6000. So it is having the 8000 samples per second. 8000 सॅम्पल एका सेकंदाला आहेत. सो दॅट इज नथिंग बट द सॅम्पलिंग फ्रिक्वेन्सी. तो सॅम्पलिंग फ्रिक्वेन्सी ह्याच्यामध्ये आहे 8000 हर्ट्ज आपण म्हणूया, म्हणजे दॅट इज नथिंग बट 8000 किलो हर्ट्ज. मग एका सेकंदामध्ये 8000 सॅम्पल्स तिथं प्रोड्यूस होतात. तर एका सॅम्पलचं टायमिंग किती आहे, और इफ वी हॅव टू फाइंड आउट the time interval of these samples, then how we can find out? Time is nothing but equal to 1 divided by Fs. So how much it will come as? 1 divided by, see, 1 divided by 8000. So what is time interval here? 1 divided by 8000. How much it is coming? So 1 divided by 8000, that comes as 125 microsecond. Okay, so time interval is 125 microsecond. हा एवढा टाइम इंटरवल PCM TDM PCM मध्ये प्रोव्हाइड केला जातो. ओके, अँड दिस 125 microsecond, that is again divided into how many users? 24 users. बघा आता इथं TDM PCM सिस्टीम मध्ये नंबर ऑफ युजर्स जे यूज केले जातात ते किती आहेत? 24. त्या TDM PCM सिस्टीमची सॅम्पलिंग फ्रिक्वेन्सी म्हणजे सॅम्पलिंग रेट आहे 8000. म्हणजे सॅम्पलिंग फ्रिक्वेन्सी किती आहे त्याची? 8000 हर्ट्ज. सो 8000 हर्ट्ज if it is sampling frequency, then what is time interval? 1 divided by 8000, that is equal to 125 microsecond. आणि हा 125 मायक्रोसेकंड टायमिंग हा किती नंबर ऑफ युजर्स मध्ये डिवाइड करायचा लागणार आहे आपल्याला? That we have to divide into how many number of users?
24.
24. म्हणजे time interval for one user, how we can calculate? Can you tell? A total time interval झाला. Okay, so I will write here. Total time interval आहे 125 मायक्रोसेकंद. का तर त्याची सॅम्पलिंग रेट दिलेला आहे 8000 सॅम्पल्स पर सेकंद. 8000 सॅम्पल्स पर सेकंद, that is nothing but its frequency. So if you have to find out the total time interval, that is 125 microsecond. And time interval per user, how much it will be? Can you tell? एका युजरला अलॉट केलेला टाइम किती असेल याच्यामध्ये सांगा? कसं कॅल्क्युलेट करणार? How you will calculate? 24 users are there. Total time interval is 125 microseconds. So what will be the time allotted to each user? How you will find out?
125 microsecond by 24.
Yes, 125 divided by 24. So here if you see, same it is done. The total number of users n is equal to 24 practically. So total number of users will be having, or the time available for each user is given by total time divided by number of user, 125 divided by 24. So time allotted for each user in this TDM PCM system is 6.2 microsecond. किती येते आन्सर बघा, 125 you divide it by 24. Okay, so I will just check it. 125 divided by 24. Yes, so it is coming as 5. So this is 5. 5.2 microsecond. Okay, so that is the time slot allotted for each user in the TDM PCM system. So this much basic you can write when the question it is asked on the TDM PCM principle. Okay, so is it clear? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Now we will see some numericals based on this TDM PCM. Block diagram जसं मी सांगितलं तुम्हाला, ह्या block diagram पेक्षा if you are able to draw this block diagram or refer this, that is good. इथे in detail step प्रत्येक दिलेली आहे. Analog चं PCM मध्ये conversion होतं and then that obtained PCM signal is given to the time division multiplexer. And another standard things we have seen की TDM PCM system मध्ये practically जी TDM PCM system आपण यूज करतो त्याच्यामध्ये number of users, so capital N is equal to this, capital N is equal to 24, then sampling rate आहे 8000 per second samples. So time interval, total time interval is 1 divided by fs, that is equal to 125 microsecond. And as total number of users are 24, so the time allotted for each user separately it is 5.2 microseconds. So this question can be asked in the MCQ, that what is the total time interval or what is the time interval allotted to each user individually. Okay, that is basic thing. Now we will see that so each user or telephone get interval or time of 5.2 microsecond for communication. प्रत्येक युजरला 5.2 मायक्रोसेकंड टाइम एवढा कम्युनिकेशन साठी मिळतो. त्याची सॅम्पलिंग फ्रिक्वेन्सी आहे 8000 सॅम्पल्स पर सेकंड अँड एन इज नंबर ऑफ बिट्स इन सॅम्पल. म्हणजे प्रत्येक सॅम्पलला काय करतोय आपण पुढं क्वांटायझेशन करतोय. मग त्या क्वांटायझेशनच्या वेळेस एका सॅम्पल मध्ये किती बिट्स असतील, इफ यू मल्टिप्लाय दिस bits in the sample by this sampling rate, then you will get the rate of information. So it is very simple formula. Rate of information is equal to number of bits per sample into total number of samples per second. The total number of samples per second आहेत 8000. You multiply this 8000 with this 8 bits per sample, so you will get the rate of information as 64,000 bits per second. Okay, so this is about the basics of this TDM PCM system. समजा सॅम्पल सेम आहेत आणि सॅम्पल मध्ये नंबर ऑफ बिट्स जर इन्क्रीज केले तर ऑब्विसली द रेट ऑफ इन्फॉर्मेशन विल गेट ऑल्सो इन्क्रीज. So based on this capital N, here capital N means 8 bits per sample. किती बिट्स आहेत एका सॅम्पल मध्ये, त्याला जर आपण नंबर ऑफ बिट्स पर सेकंड ने मल्टिप्लाय केलं तर वी आर गेटिंग द रेट ऑफ इन्फॉर्मेशन एज 64,000 बिट्स पर second. Okay, and so the next formula also we have to see that bandwidth of PCM. So instead of just only seeing this formula, we will see this numerical so that you will understand this formula properly. Numericals are asked based on the bandwidth of TDM PCM system, which is given as capital N into small n plus 1 into fs. So what is that we will see. But before going to the numerical, just tell me, are you clear with this basic concept of this TDM PCM system? Yes, can anyone tell some basics about TDM PCM, how it works and what are the specifications of this TDM PCM system? Yes, please be fast. Somebody please tell. Yes. Yes, Saili, can you explain the basic working principle of TDM PCM?
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
First,
Yes.
analog signal is converted into PCM signal. Then it is
Hmm.
given to TDM. It is
Hmm.
called as TDM PCM telephone.
Hmm. Yes. So first it is converted in the form of PCM and then it is given to the
TDM.
टाइम डिव्हिजन मल्टिप्लेक्सर. आणि नंतरचे आपण स्पेसिफिकेशन बघितले. नंबर ऑफ युजर्स असतात 24, सॅम्पलिंग रेट आहे 8000, त्यामुळे टाइम इंटरवल येतो 125 मायक्रोसेकंद आणि 8 युजर मध्ये तो 24 युजर मध्ये तो डिवाइड केला तर वी गेट हिअर द टाइम
3.2.
for 5.2 microsecond. Okay, and this is formula. Rate of information is number of bits per sample into sampling rate. So it is simple, 8 into 8000, 64,000. And based on this formula now we are going to solve the numericals. Bandwidth of TDM PCM system. Capital N, small n plus 1 and whole bracket is multiplied by Fs. So what are these terms? We will see by solving the numerical. Okay, so see here, it is given here as in 24 channel TDM PCM system. So obviously it is having 24 channels. So in 24 channel TDM PCM system, voice frequency is 3.4 kilohertz. म्हणजे इनपुटची जी अनालॉग सिग्नलची फ्रिक्वेन्सी आहे दॅट इज 3.4 किलोहर्ट्ज which samples at 8000 samples per second. Sampling frequency किती आहे 8000 samples per second and it is quantized into 128 levels. इथं बघा नंबर ऑफ बिट्स दिलेले नाही आहेत एन्कोडर मधले. क्वांटायझेशन लेवल्स किती दिलेले आहेत 128. Then find the bandwidth required for this TDM PCM system. Okay, just read that numerical carefully for 1 minute. Okay, so now we will first use the notation and see what is given data. 24 channel आहेत म्हणजे capital N is equal to 24. So I will just highlight this formula once again. See here, formula is given here. Bandwidth is equal to capital N small n plus 1 into Fs. आता याच्यातला कॅपिटल N म्हणजे काय? Capital N is number of users. So capital N is 24. This small n means what? Small n means how many bits are used in that particular encoder or that particular converter. आता इथं स्मॉल n ची व्हॅल्यू डायरेक्ट दिलेली नाहीये. स्मॉल n च्या ऐवजी त्यांनी काय दिलेलं आहे? Small n value is not directly given. So which value is given? To calculate the small n value, आपण बघितलंय क्वांटायझेशन लेवल्स आणि नंबर ऑफ बिट्स याच्यामध्ये काय रिलेशन आहे? इफ Q is quantization levels, then what is the relation between quantization levels and the number of bits in the encoder? What is the relation? Q is equal to, what is the formula that we have seen? Q is equal to काय बघितलेला आपण फॉर्म्युला? What is the relation between the quantization levels and number of bits? ते बघितलंय ना आपण फॉर्म्युला. Just I will show you. What is the relation? Yes. Q is equal to 2 raised to n. Okay, so this basic point we have seen at the start of this chapter. See, quantization levels is given as Q is equal to 2 raised to n. So where n is number of bits. मग इथं directly bits न देता काय दिलेलं त्यांनी? Instead of directly giving the bits, they have given the value of quantization level. मग आता सांगा quantization level जर 128 असतील तर n ची व्हॅल्यू काय येईल? See here. Quantization levels. So Q is given as 128. So how you will find out this n value? So if Q is given as 128, from this you can find out the value as n is equal to log to the base 2 of a. So log to the base 2 of 128, it is Q actually, log to the base 2 of 128, that is equal to 7. म्हणजे स्मॉल n ची व्हॅल्यू किती आली याच्यामध्ये? 7 आली. कॅपिटल n ची व्हॅल्यू किती आहे? कॅपिटल n म्हणजे काय? What is capital N?
Number of users.
Number of users. Okay, so capital N is number of users. Small n is number of bits, that is equal to 7. And bandwidth we have to calculate. Fs is given as 8000 samples per second. आणि इथं analog signal ची frequency किती दिलेली आहे? 3.4 kilohertz. Okay, so we will use this formula. Bandwidth is equal to n plus 1 into Fs. So 24 into 7 plus 1 into 8000, that is equal to, what is bandwidth of this system? 135 megabits per second. Okay, so bandwidth of the system, it is 1.35 megabits per second. That is the bandwidth of this particular system. Okay, then next, हा पहिला पार्ट कळाला तुम्हाला? How we have calculated bandwidth of the system. Is it clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Then after calculation of this initial part, so this kind of questions are asked in the GATE exam also. So these parameters are given, and always remember, if it is not given, this capital N you have to assume that it is equal to 24. Okay, so then we have calculated the bandwidth by using this formula n plus 1 into Fs. So same example you consider. So just another, only one value it is changed in the second numerical. 128 लेवल्सच्या ऐवजी म्हणजे क्वांटायझेशनची व्हॅल्यू 128 च्या ऐवजी जर 52 असले, so if it is 5.2, then what will be the value of bandwidth? So what will be changed in that case? If Q it is changed, what will happen? Accordingly, this n will also change. So n is equal to log to the base 2 of this 5.2, and that is equal to 2.37. So bandwidth is equal to, again this formula you have to use, n plus 1 into Fs. So 24 into 2.37 plus 1 into 8000. So bandwidth of this system will be 464 kilobits per second. Okay, so in this way you can find out the bandwidth of the PCM system by using the basic concept. So is it clear that TDM PCM theoretical part and numerical part? Now here whatever is this 3.4 kilohertz, this voice frequency is given, that is just additional information given. Okay, so there is no rule of this particular value in the calculation. That is just additional part given. Okay, so is it clear? Numerical is understood to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So as I told, in MCQ also this kind of numerical can be asked, and as these numericals are important from your gate point of view also. So in gate also these particular numericals are asked. Okay. So now if you revise the points whatever we have seen up till now, तर आपण पल्स कोड मॉड्युलेशन चॅप्टर मध्ये पहिल्यांदा बेसिक ब्लॉक डायग्राम बघितली डिजिटल कम्युनिकेशन सिस्टीमची. ऑलवेज रिमेंबर whatever is the basic information signal transmitted or basic information signal is generated in the information source, that is in which form? Analog form. And after that, through the different steps, that analog signal is converted in form of bits here. So that encoder is converting the this analog signal in the form of bits. त्याच्यासाठी पहिल्यांदा सॅम्पलर ही एक इम्पॉर्टंट स्टेप आहे. Then next it is quantizer, and third it is encoder. So these are the basic things that you have to remember. याचं डिस्क्रीट फॉर्म मध्ये कन्वर्जन सॅम्पलिंग मध्ये होतं, and then it is given to the quantizer. So what is function of quantizer? Can anyone tell? Quantizerचं काय basic function? What is the rule? Or what is the basic function of quantizer? What it does? Yes, Vaishnavi, Shubham, what is the role of this quantizer?
ते
Quantization.
राऊंड ऑफ करण्यासाठी म्हणजे व्होल्टेजची व्हॅल्यू राऊंड ऑफ करण्यासाठी
Yes, whatever is the
पॉईंटच्या
voltage
फॉर्म
of
मध्ये
pulse,
असेल ते.
that is round up. Then through encoder it is converted in the form of bits. ह्याच्या रिव्हर्स इथं रिसिव्हर मध्ये होतं. ही बेसिक ब्लॉक डायग्राम बघितली आपण. Then we have seen the block diagram of PCM, that is almost same. After that we have two types of quantization: uniform, non-uniform quantization. So in uniform quantization the error is less. In uniform quantization the error is more. In non-uniform quantization it is reduced. Then we have seen this block diagram of DPCM encoder and DPCM receiver. Whatever is the complexity of PCM, that Hello. Yes, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, audible.
So I was disconnected due to some net issue. So this diagram you have to refer that I will share this link in your study material. So this is TDM PCM basic working principle. PCM signal ला आपण time division use करून transmit करतो. That is basic part. Then another thing we have seen related to this, there are total 24 users. Sampling जर असेल, sampling rate जर असेल 8000 samples per second, तर एका total time available it is 125 microseconds. So if 24 users are there, for each user this much time second it is available time. Then we have solved the numericals based on that. One more formula, rate of information is n into fs. So किती bits आहेत एका ह्याच्यामध्ये information मध्ये or in one sample. If you multiply that number of bits by sampling frequency, then you will get the rate of information. Bits per second is the unit. Then next we have solved the numerical to calculate the bandwidth of this TDM PCM system. Capital N, small n. This capital N is number of users, small n means number of bits. So sometimes instead of number of bits, what information is given? Instead of number of bits, what information is given here?
Quantization.
Okay, so number of quantization levels are given. So from that you can find out the number of bits, and then by using this formula we can calculate the bandwidth. So these are the points that we have seen up till now. Then in the next lecture we will see about this delta modulation. Okay, so what is the concept of this delta modulation, how it works, that we will see in the next lecture. Two types of modulations are there important, delta modulation and adaptive delta modulation. But for this specifically, these two applications, we have to consider the 2-bit PCM system which are having only 0 and 1, only two symbols. Okay, so that point we will see considerably for the next lecture. Okay, so is it clear? Screen was visible or not?
Not visible, ma'am.
But up till now, just when I got disconnected, then only it was not visible, no? Up to that it was visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, just a minute. See, you should tell immediately if it is not visible or some problems are there because of net issue. Hereafter at least tell me immediately if the screen is not visible or what.
Okay.
So we will stop here. You just type your number in the chat box and you can leave the meeting. Thank you.